Hey guys, it's Dustin. I don't have screen share on my laptop yet. I'm still setting that up, so I'm just gonna take a quick video here on my cell phone and kind of run down the process of the things I've been posting about as far as e-commerce, paid advertising, and stuff like that. So real quick, the process is basically what we're looking for is identifying hot products, products that we can sell, products that are proven, that people want, and that are profitable. Number two, how we're gonna source it, the product, how we're gonna supply it, where do we get the product to sell. Three is gonna be kind of the plan once we find a product, whether we're gonna drop ship or hold inventory. And then lastly, I'm gonna go into selling and advertising, both ways to get traffic for free and paid. So number one, I have two products here. The first one is these bras. Now these bras were kind of my first big hit in e-commerce about 2 years ago. I think I sold like 2,000 units of them in a month. And another one that everyone will recognize is these fidget spinners. So why do I bring these up? These were both products, especially the fidget spinners, that were just absolutely viral. These you could spot it right away. They were everywhere. Now, how do we identify these products? Number one, we're looking on big social media accounts that have 200,000 plus followers. Oftentimes get paid to promote. You guys maybe don't even recognize it, but these big pages, big parody pages, they post ads for products all the time. And once you kind of see it for the first time, you'll recognize it going forward. Number two, we're looking on sites like Amazon, eBay, AliExpress, and we're going on like their hot list, their best sellers list, to get a feel for what has high volume and what's already selling. Now for sourcing, for those of you that don't know about AliExpress, AliExpress.com, Alibaba, this is oftentimes where we source our product, where we're gonna source it from and get it from to get to the customer. So I'm gonna use another example of a product that I know has been hot in the last month or two, and it's called Moon Lamp. And this will be my way to interact with you guys also, so you guys have to take action. If you Google Moon Lamp on AliExpress, Amazon, just Google in general, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's a cool little lamp. It's a moon lamp. It is what it is. Now, if you look on AliExpress, you'll see that the lamp is selling for $10. But if you look on Amazon, eBay, you might see that it's selling for anywhere from 15 to 28 at the highest, right? So you guys can kind of see the margins right there of people of where you're sourcing it versus where you're selling it, and then you're working on margins. So as far as a plan goes, once you find the hot product and you find out how to source it, what should you do, whether you should drop ship or hold inventory and kind of do something longer term with it. For those of you that don't know what drop shipping is where you sell a product for 20 bucks. You use the customer's money, you take their information, give it to the supplier, and then the supplier sends it straight to the customer. You have no overhead, you never touch the product, you never see it, and then you profit on the margins. Inventory, on the other hand, is where you make a bulk order and it's cheaper, and then you ship from your house or your own fulfillment center, whatever it is. So for me, drop shipping is when you see just a craze, like these fidget spinners, where it's just like they're flying off the shelf. It's just berserk, but in the back of your head, you just know it's not really gonna last. Like it's a year later since the fidget spinner craze, and no one's really talking about them anymore. They're not flying off the shelves anymore. So drop shipping for me is when you identify that hot product and you're being, very opportunistic, and you're kind of just riding the wave. You're gonna start selling it because it's just flying off the shelves. Now, when we're gonna hold inventory is where we have a longer term plan for something, maybe a product that isn't gonna go anywhere. Maybe like supplements or coffee, clothes even to an extent. Things that just these are products that are not going anywhere. They're going to be bought constantly forever. And the one thing I also want to touch on too is kind of free traffic now. Now, if we're talking about selling, where can we sell for free? eBay. It's free to go and make a post. Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, Amazon. Amazon seller accounts are only $40 a month, and you can post crap for free. And that's actually huge because think about it, millions and millions of people, just so many people are going to Amazon and eBay every single day, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. So you're basically profiting off their brand. The customers are already there. You're just have the product in front of them and you hope they buy. Now that's free selling methods, and that stuff is really, you know, just kind of black and white. It's kind of just like a bland transaction. A person sees something they like, a product, they buy it, and yeah, you make money, but you're not really, it's just kind of black and white compared to what I'm gonna get into next is more paid traffic and kind of building more of a brand. And the website that I sell on, because it's the best and it's really not close, is Shopify. If you guys don't know what it is, just look it up. Maybe I'll drop a link below. And it's basically just like a service where you can build your own website, customize it, etc. Now, why is that such a big deal? Because compared to just like an Amazon, eBay, a bland black and white transaction, we can create kind of our own story and really build emotion in a customer through our ads, through our ad copy, through our site design, you know, emails, whatever, however, any way we communicate with the customer. And that's kind of why people buy in the first place. Like, I'm trying, like an example is like, say a Nike ad, I'll use it because it's relevant. You see recently a Colin Kaepernick ad, and one person is burning everything, literally burning all of their stuff from Nike, but the next guy is willing to spend his whole entire check with Nike. You could increase the margins by 100% and that guy would still buy. Now they're just selling products, but they're tying your emotion into it. They're making you feel, they're selling you on yourself. They're making you feel something. And that's, truth be told, is also how we can increase our margins and make more money. So back to the paid traffic. So what is paid traffic exactly? The main three methods that I use are Google AdWords, which is basically where you're buying, let's use the moon lamp as an example. You're buying, someone searches it and you're gonna have your link show up first, and you're gonna pay for that. Or you're gonna have your image show up first, whatever. Number two is influencers, which at this point is a buzzword that literally everyone knows. Just follow someone with 10,000 followers on Instagram and you'll know what I'm talking about. They're getting either paid to post, they're getting free product, maybe they're getting an affiliate link or their own code where they get a cut back. That's the second way to sell. And then the last one and the main one that I focus on is Facebook ads. So why Facebook ads? Because Facebook literally knows everything about everyone pretty much. They have all the data. So let's still stick with this moon lamp example. And I'll drop a picture or a link so you guys can see it if you don't look it up. Now, when we're doing Facebook ads, you think you might know who your customer is, your target customer, but until you see the data, you don't really know who's buying this. You don't know if it's how old they are, men, women, etc. So when you're running ads, the whole point of Facebook is you have all the data. You can see how old the person is. You can see what country they're in. You can see what device they've used. You can see if they bought it from an Instagram story ad, if they bought it from Facebook newsfeed, etc. You get all the data. So for the sake of this argument, or for the sake of this conversation, we have the moon lamp, which we found out we can source for $10. On our Shopify store, we're selling it for 30. So we have $20 in margins right there. So with Facebook, yeah, let's just say we have to spend the whole $20 to acquire one customer. We're breaking even, and in e-commerce, breaking even is winning big. Why? Because we're getting free information, we're getting free data, we're getting the customer's email. So with that being said, once we have the data, we're gonna start to be able to get an image of who we're selling to. Maybe we find out that 80% of the people who purchase are women. And then we find out that 70% of them are the age 18 to 24. We find out that they're only buying in these countries mainly. That's where we're getting our conversions. So we literally get a visual, picture of who we're targeting. So once that happens, we narrow in on those people on our target market. And our cost per acquisition goes way down. So instead of paying $20 to acquire a customer, maybe we get it down to 10. And once we get it down to 10, and basically for every $10 almost routinely, we're getting a customer, the sky is really the limit from there. I mean, it's not this simple, but basically you can, if it works at 10, you start to push your ad budget up. Maybe you start spending 100 a day, 1,000, as much as you can, as long as you're getting that return. And basically you push it until the well runs dry, until your ads just stop converting, or the product is no longer hot, and people just aren't interested in it. And then at that point, you can make a decision with what you want to do from there. You can just shut down shop, kind of move on to another product, call it a day and take your profit. Or, you can retarget with your email list, add new products to your store and start to kind of build a brand. But that's stuff I'm gonna get into in later videos. Really, what I just want to touch on for this video is the process of 1, identifying a product, 2, sourcing it. How are you going to supply it for the customer? 3, what's your plan for it? And then 4 and 5 are just free and paid traffic, paid selling. So I'm just going to leave it at that. And I'll close up this first video. So thank you guys for watching. I'm obviously super small right now, so give me feedback on what you guys think or what you guys want to see. Maybe this video went over some of your guys' head, or maybe you guys know what I'm talking about. Either way, just shoot me a message or a DM or a text, whatever, and let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll start pushing out content as much as I can.